Hey, Scroll and Sword, welcome back. Today is a big day. We are starting the book of Psalms. If you've ever treated this book like a random grab bag, like some of us do, of inspirational quotes, you're going to see why it's way more intentional than that. You see, the Psalms are organized into 5 books, each section ending in its own concluding doxology. Those divisions are Psalm 1 through 41, which is the collection we're starting today, then 42 through 72, 73 through 89, 90 through 106 and 107, ending in 150. And with Psalm 150 functioning like a final doxology for the whole collection. Ancient Jewish tradition noticed the design and said, Moses gave Israel the 5 books, and David gave Israel the 5 books of the Psalms. In other words, the Psalter is positioned as a kind of Torah-shaped prayer book. Book 1, what we're looking at in these next couple weeks here, Psalms 1 through 41, is mainly personal laments, mostly associated with David, King David. And it trains you how to remain faithful to God when life is heavy. These Psalms often begin with distress and end with praise, modeling a movement from crisis to confidence. Psalms 1 and 2 serve as a preamble, giving you the categories for everything that follows: the righteous who embrace God's instruction and the wicked who oppose God's rule. Our focus verse today is Psalms 1, verse 3. It says the righteous person is like a tree planted by streams of water. In Hebrew, the word planted is natah. It can carry this sense of transplanting. And that matters because it implies a lot of intention. And this tree, it didn't wander into a good spot. It was actually placed there, like intentionally. The streams are a word that means like irrigation canals, like not just like a lucky puddle that she happened onto. It's engineered provision in a dry land. And the imagery of Eden is really thick. A planted tree, abundant water, fruit in season, leaves that to no wither. Genesis 2 is really the backdrop where God planted a garden and rivers flowed. Psalms 1 is saying that life rooted in God's instruction is a kind of return to the garden life, a renewal of what humanity was made for. Ezekiel later picks up the same picture in Ezekiel 47. Trees by the river flowing from God's sanctuary with leaves that do not wither. You see the theme? Revelation 22 completes the arc with the tree of life by the river in New Jerusalem. But Psalms 1 is not pretending we can simply stroll back into Eden. Genesis 3 is real. The way back is barred. So Psalms 1 frames the Psalter as a reorientation. A world disordered by sin needs to be replanted. And Christian readers have long seen the ideal righteous man here ultimately fulfilled in Jesus, and believers as those who are planted in him. Like Colossians 2:7 says, rooted and built up in him. Psalms 1 opens the Psalter by saying the truly stable life is not self-made. It is planted by God, nourished by his provision, and shaped by his great word. And it points us forward to the greater Eden restoration that comes through Christ. Love you guys. See you in the discussion room.